Sports professor Rick Horrow, Beyond the Scoreboard, the serious show that doesn't take itself too seriously, but it involves $1 trillion in sports. I'm across the pond at the Queen's Club for the pre-Wimbledon A-John Championships, a little bit of golf. Trump's golf course beginning of the week. We'll get some perspective on that next week, I can assure you. But we also have some interesting stuff that's going on nationally that impacts the international scope of sports. 116th rendition of the U.S. Open, expected to bring about $135 million economic impact on the greater Pittsburgh region. The golf industry, significant economic impact on the state of Pennsylvania. The state's nearly 700 courses, residents 49 to 50,000 jobs, $700 million in annual wages, and a $2.3 billion total economic boost. And clearly, this is a major event done correctly. How about tennis? At the Queen's Club here a week before Wimbledon, Andy Murray, the hero of the hometown Brits. But Serena Williams, by the way, nearly $30 million in earnings over the past 12 months, pushed her past Maria Sharapova as the world's highest paid female athlete over that span. The tennis star's endorsement portfolio includes Audemars Piguet, Beats Electronics, Delta Airlines, IBM, Kinder, Wheels Up, and more, and a small stake in the Dolphins. Fourth in this year's Horrow Sports Ventures MVP Power Index, highest-ranked female on the list. Tennis, hey, we're getting ready for Wimbledon. And then we're all ready for the NBA Game 7. Who'd have thought it? But the NBA Finals, a matchup between league heavyweights LeBron James and Stephen Curry, but also Nike and Under Armour. Nike had about 8.3% expected revenue growth and a 29% revenue gain for Under Armour. But Under Armour has a long way to go to catch up. So the bottom line is Steph Curry and LeBron duking it out, but a very significant battle between the retail wars of the sneaker companies duking it out. Great show today. We have a whole bunch of NBA, including Mark Tatum, the deputy commissioner, and a little bit of different international perspective for you following this. We're talking cricket. We're talking a lot of other sports. Rick Horrow, sports professor Beyond the Scoreboard. Be back in a couple of minutes.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number.
Call 877-499-MY-TV.
The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. So cancel the cable and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money.
Call 877-499-MY-TV.
Right now to sign up for packages starting as low as $24.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $24.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card.
Call 877-499-MY-TV. That's 877-499-MY-TV.
Cancel the cable, cut costs, and get more.
Call now, 877-499-MY-TV. That's 877-499-MY-TV.
Rebuild or replace transmission, $3,200. Anti-lock brake system, $1,000. Rebuild or replace engine, $2,400. Truth is, once your manufacturer's warranty runs out, it's all on you. Every last cent. Get protection for covered repairs with a vehicle service contract from Toco Warranty. Unlike other companies, with Toco, there's no down payment, and the monthly payments are really affordable. Not sure how long you're keeping your car? At Toco, you can pay as you go. Keep your hard-earned cash and call Toco Warranty right now at 800-222-2313 to save big money on covered auto repairs. Prices vary by vehicle, but for about the cost of a tank of gas per month, a Toco plan has your back on expensive covered car repairs. Monthly payments are very affordable. Get your free quote now. Call Toco at 800-222-2313. That's 800-222-2313. 800-222-2313. Cancellation fee may apply, subject to eligibility. Not available in Missouri and Washington. Waiting period and deductible apply. Coverage provided and administered by Warrantech Corporation or its affiliates. Not affiliated with any manufacturer or dealership. Visit TocoWarranty.com for complete terms and conditions.
We're in Hawaii and having a great time, all thanks to AARP. We use their trip planner to help us pick our destination, and we were able to save money on our travel travel arrangements too.
If you're over 50 and looking to take advantage of valuable information and discounts, then it's time to join the over 37 million members that have instant access to AARP's resources, travel planning, financial tools and tips, dining and entertainment discounts, and more.
AARP really helped me with professional services for transitioning from one career to another.
Check out their new app. It's amazing. I get articles that matter to me, and the Discount Finder map makes it so easy to find savings on shopping and restaurants close by.
Join AARP for just $16 a year. That's less than a nickel a day. And membership includes your spouse free. Plus, get a free gift just for joining. Don't wait. Join AARP today. Call 800-710-8249 or go to aarpoffer.org. Your benefits start the minute you join. Call 800-710-8249. Call 800-710-8249.
Sports professor Rick Horrow, Beyond the Scoreboard. Serious show, doesn't take itself too seriously, especially around NBA Finals time. It is a major event. Hockey over, NBA not. But those two big sports, especially in the Bay Area, nearly $1 billion in economic impact, with the Bay Area's Sharks making the playoffs and the Stanley Cup Finals. The Warriors ready for Game 7. The Giants every other year in the series, seemingly, in Super Bowl 50 with about a $600 to $700 million economic impact. Clearly very important. Getting into the business of the NBA, Facebook Live and Reuters with a new major deal that I'm lucky enough to be part of, and thank Reuters for allowing us to use that segment for today's show, including Mark Tatum, the Deputy Commissioner of the National Basketball Association, Flavello Tranquillo, the Italian broadcaster extraordinaire, and Brandon Schneider, Executive VP of Business Development for the Warriors, talking about merchandising. That's all next, Beyond the Scoreboard. Let's hear what they have to say.
Game 5, live, Oracle Arena. LeBron James, Cleveland Cavaliers, defending champion Golden State Warriors. Interesting. All you need to know, we won't keep Mark Tatum waiting. He's Deputy Commissioner, by the way. He's really important. But let me just tell you a couple of things to set the scene. Warriors, according to Forbes, $1.9 billion in valuation, up 46% since their run last year. Average NBA franchise, by the way, has tripled in the last 4 years. That's a big deal. Look at merchandise. Steph Curry, 581% increase in merchandise sales year over year. Man, that guy from Shoot. You can buy shirts, but only 30 feet out. And by the way, the other issue, which is kind of neat, Game 1 was the most watched Game 1 ever. A big deal. We'll talk about international and all of those other issues. The other really important thing is 30 miles to the northwest, Giants, AT&T Park. They win it every year, every other year. Economic impact about $100 million. Super Bowl 50, about 30 miles to the direct west, $400, $600, $800 million of economic impact. 35 miles to the southwest, the Sharks experience a Game 6 loss, but still generate significant impact in San Jose. The Bay Area booming, NBA Finals. We start this podcast telecast with a very unique individual. Sorry about the long introduction.
No problem.
Mark Tatum, Deputy Commissioner of the NBA, storied career, very important in the NBA. NBA couldn't do without him. How's that?
Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that introduction.
Appreciate it. I set the stage for this finals, but give me a 30-second elevator speech about the health of the NBA.
The health of the NBA has never been better. Here we have the two best teams in the NBA competing for a world championship between the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James, multiple-time MVP, one of the best players to ever play the game, versus these Golden State Warriors, the defending champions here in the Bay Area. Steph Curry, the reigning MVP, and so it's just a terrific matchup that fans around the world are excited about.
So around the world, we'll have an interesting broadcaster in a couple of minutes. But 215 countries, 47 languages. Yes. Where are you not now that you want to go?
We are everywhere in the world that we want to be, quite frankly. In 215 countries and territories. We have 100 players in our league who started on NBA rosters this year. And in this finals alone, there are 9 international players from 5 different countries. So, again, the international community is well represented in this finals and in the NBA.
Mark Tatum, Deputy Commissioner, NBA. You know what I find interesting, too, is you're always going to be prolific with corporate sponsorships. There's always the Coke-Pepsi deal. That came out well for you. There's always other deals, AB. That came out well for you. But to find Tissot as the official timer of the NBA and getting $200 million for that, that's pretty cool.
Well, I think the thing that's so great about Tissot is that what we did is we came up with an idea together with them, and it was a business solution for our shot clocks. And so they have this expertise when it comes to timing and Swiss timing, and so we integrated them into our shot clock. They're redoing our entire timing system, and so it was a true win-win relationship from an NBA perspective and from a marketing, branding, business perspective with TISO.
That is brilliant. Did Mark Tatum think of that, David Stern think of that, or Adam Silver think of that? It's a team effort.
It is absolutely a team effort, but we have been in discussions with them for a little while, and again, our approach with all these partners is really starting with what is it that you're trying to solve? What business problem can we help you solve? And that's how we came to this mutual conclusion.
So just for kicks, you do a $24 billion 9-year television deal, ABC, ESPN, Turner, and the like. The leverage you had was great, but to build the brand with television, especially in this world of vertical integration, that's not easy to do.
Correct. And the nice thing about this is they are extensions of partnerships that we've had for a long time. Our partnership with Turner is one of the longest in the industry between a sports property and a TV network. And so we've been partners for many, many years with both ABC, ESPN, and TNT. And this really speaks to the value of live sports content.
Do you like the jersey patches?
I love the jersey patches. I think it's a great opportunity for global brands to get even more deeply involved with the NBA. I think that the thing that's going to be interesting about this and how it's going to benefit the fans is that there's going to be more of an investment from these companies who are investing in these jersey patches to promote the NBA, to promote the brand, to create experiences for consumers.
You sold it on the basis of new found revenue as opposed to cannibalizing existing revenue sources, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is a new piece of inventory. We think this is going to bring new entrants into the category of sports marketing and specifically the NBA.
Yeah. And the other issue, though, the huge elephant in the room, player salaries are up to $6 billion. It was 57%. It's now 51%. We've got an opt-out opportunity a year and a half from now. Why would anybody want to opt out of this agreement?
It's a great question. I mean, we're focused on this partnership. We're focused on growing revenue and growing the pie. And so we're having great conversations with Michelle Roberts, the executive director in the National Basketball Players Association, and we're hopeful that that it won't come to that.
In this age of political incivility, let alone instability, are the substantive issues winning out? It sounds like the rhetoric is toned down a little bit from a year ago even.
Oh, very much so. Again, business is great. We have a terrific partnership with the Players Association, and so there are going to be tweaks that both parties are always looking to make and have discussions about. But we're very optimistic about the future of our partnership with the Players Association.
By the way, we are so lucky because when Mark comes, he brings Chase Kressel from NBA Communications, who, by the way, is our executive producer of this. He doesn't know it. We got 2 more interviews left, so he's going to be standing there holding that until his arms are sore. But that's what happens when you're with number 2. So what do you say finally, to the worldwide audience who's watching this on Facebook and Reuters about where the NBA is and where it's going?
Well, the NBA, like I said, this is the best it's ever been in terms of the competition on the court. These players just compete at a level that is just amazing to watch. I, as a fan, am so excited to be here and to watch these two teams compete. And I think the fans around the world are going to be treated to a wonderful contest tonight.
By the way, Mark Tatum, academic, entrepreneur, very successful in earlier life. Are you liking what you're doing?
I love what I'm doing. This is my dream job. I played sports growing up, played throughout college, and for me to be able to work in the business of sports, it's a dream come true.
Kim Mandara from NBA Communications here. You know, interesting, when Mark walked over here, it's like the Pope, like the waters party. It used to be people would step on him, and now it's really great. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Really, really, really appreciate it.
Great to see you.
Awesome. Give me this back. We're going to somebody else.
Thanks, Rick. You got it.
Really, really
appreciate the time. All right.
But Chase, by the way, Chase is not going anywhere. And Mark, appreciate that very much.
Absolutely.
As our next guest comes in and buttons himself up, Flavello Tranquillo.
Almost.
How'd I get it wrong? There you go.
It's not easy.
There, see?
It's really hard. All right.
Thank you, Mark. Really appreciate that. Flavello Tranquillo.
Flavio Tranquillo, but it's the same.
No, it's not.
All right.
Flavio. See? Sometimes when it's a live broadcast, you deliberately butcher somebody's name so you'd look like the ugly American. I apologize.
No, I'm definitely butchering a lot of American names, so...
Yeah, but there's a mystique
I'm
to it.
I'm familiar with that.
100 international players, 37 countries. The Cavaliers, Dellavedova from Australia, Sasha Khan, Russia, Timothy Moskov, when he does play, he'll play. He's Russian. The Warriors, Leandro Barbosa, Andrew Bogut, Festus Ezeli, Anderson Varejao. It is an international cast, but most important for this interview, 215 countries, 47 languages.
Rick Horrow, sports professor. Be back in a couple of minutes.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for prescription drugs? Well, we have great news. Now you can finally get prescription drugs at huge discounts from Canada Drug Center. That's right, the most popular drugs for cholesterol, high blood pressure, depression, diabetes, arthritis, and many more are now up to 75% off. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices when you can get brand name drugs at the lowest price? Call today and get up to 75% off all the popular brand name prescription drugs. Never pay high prices again. Get the most popular drugs at huge savings from our Canadian and international pharmacies and fulfillment centers. No insurance? No problem. Prices are so low you do not need benefits or insurance to get all your prescriptions fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting to take your call now. Order today and get free shipping. Just call 800-950-1180. Up to 75% off all the popular brand name prescription drugs and free shipping. Call 800-950-1180. That's 800-950-1180.
Rebuild or replace transmission, $3,200. Anti-lock brake system, $1,000. Rebuild or replace engine, $2,400. Truth is, once your manufacturer's warranty runs out, it's all on you. Every last cent. Get protection for covered repairs with a vehicle service contract from Toco Warranty. Unlike other companies, with Toco, there's no down payment, and the monthly payments are really affordable. Not sure how long you're keeping your car? At Toco, you can pay as you go. Keep your hard-earned cash and call Toco Warranty right now at 800-222-2313 to save big money on covered auto repairs. Prices vary by vehicle, but for about the cost of a tank of gas per month, a Toco plan has your back on expensive covered car repairs. Monthly payments are very affordable. Get your free quote now. Call Toco at 800-222-2313. That's 800-222-2313. 800-222-2313. Cancellation fee may apply, subject to eligibility. Not available in Missouri and Washington. Waiting period and deductible apply. Coverage provided and administered by Warrantech Corporation or its affiliates. Not affiliated with any manufacturer or dealership. Visit TocoWarranty.com for complete terms and conditions.
Tired of calls, levies, and liens from the IRS or hiring others who don't get the job done? Call Wall & Associates and you'll never talk to the IRS again. The IRS has a program to eliminate tax debt, and Wall & Associates professionals are trained to maximize its benefits for you. You always speak with a live person with real support and real knowledge. We've helped thousands of taxpayers like you settle their tax debt with the IRS for a fraction of what they owe. We solve tax problems. Call Wall & Associates now. 800-480-5708. We have the professionals who know how to solve tax problems. If you owe money to the IRS, your tax problems are not going away by themselves, and the passage of time will only make matters worse. Act now, before it's too late. Call Wall & Associates right now to speak to a professional tax relief agent. Call 800-480-5708. That's 800-480-5708. Again, 800-480-5708.
Sports professor Rick Horrow, Beyond the Scoreboard. Serious show, doesn't take itself too seriously, especially around NBA Finals time. It is a major event. Flavello Tranquillo, the Italian broadcaster extraordinaire.
Game 5, live, Oracle Arena. LeBron James, Cleveland Cavaliers, defending champion Golden State Warriors.
Flavello Tranquillo. Flavio Tranquillo, but it's the same.
No, it's not.
All right.
Flavio. See? Sometimes when it's a live broadcast, you deliberately butcher somebody's name so you'd look like the ugly American. I apologize.
No, I'm definitely butchering a lot of American names, so...
Yeah, but there's a mystique to it.
I'm familiar with that.
100 international players, 37 countries. The Cavaliers, Dellavedova from Australia, Sasha Khan, Russia, Timothy Moskov, when he does play, he'll play. He's Russian. Warriors, Leandro Barbosa, Andrew Bogut, Festus Ezeli, Anderson Varejao. It is an international cast, but most important for this interview, 215 countries, 47 languages. One of the languages is Italian. Your first Super Bowl was broadcast, you did, in '88. You've been with Sky in the NBA since '96, and you broadcast over 4,000 games?
Unfortunately, or fortunately for me, unfortunately for viewers, that's what I did.
No, fortunately for viewers. What was it like, first of all, what's it like to capture the nuance and the expressions of, it's not an American game, I probably shouldn't say that, but a lot of American fans, and is it different broadcasting to an Italian audience?
Well, it is a little bit. It is especially different broadcasting on site because the big bulk of the NBA games that we broadcast are obviously commented on in a studio, and living the atmosphere and being in a studio is night and day. Being here is so much easier to understand what really emotionally, psychologically affects the game.
Flavello Tranquillo.
Yeah, all right.
Our Italian broadcaster. Chase Kressel, NBA Communications, our executive producer. Doesn't know it yet, but he's our executive producer. So, broadcast to how many fans in Italy?
Well, it depends, but for the finals, we're talking definitely more than 100,000, which is a big number for us. We are a pay TV station, so it's a big number.
Who's the favorite Italian team? Is it the Warriors? Is it somebody we don't know?
I would say the Warriors because of the style, because of what Steph Curry represents to the viewers, but also to casual observers. Is someone people can really cope with.
Do you find it different broadcasting in 2016 than 20 years ago? Are the fans more knowledgeable? Or are there more fans? What's the difference?
Well, our fans, our viewers are unbelievably knowledgeable. If you make a mistake, the difference between now and 20 years ago is that 20 years ago you would never know you made a mistake. Yeah. Now, 5 seconds after you made the mistake, you have 2 or 3 posts on social media telling you that you had that wrong. But yes, it's so much easier to have access to information, games, stuff from the NBA that is definitely different.
Elliot Kim, did you hear that? They say he's wrong even in Italian. So it's not an American phenomenon that broadcasters or anybody else, referees, are wrong. All right, so double dribble in Italian.
Doppio palleggio.
One more time.
Doppio palleggio. Double is doppio, dribble is palleggio.
3-point shot.
Tiro da tre.
Let's see. Personal foul.
Fallo personale.
Referee stinks.
Gli arbitri fanno schifo. Referees don't stink.
Good answer. Give me your best call in your most dramatic way right now. This is, by the way, this is an audience that is, if you leave it to the promotional people, it's in the billions, but it's for Reuters, it's for Facebook, so people in Italy will hear it. So crank it up. Give me your best call. Warriors win the NBA championship on the last shot tonight.
5, 4, Curry con la palla, 3, 2, step back, la palla in aria, il tempo scade, bang! Steph Curry!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
That was wonderful.
Hey, I'm going to Italy to watch.
Okay.
Thank you, sir, very much.
You take care.
Awesome, thanks. Flavello Tranquillo. Okay. Next, you can tell. Yeah, stick it somewhere. I don't know where that is. That's good. That's good. And again, ongoing thanks to Chase Kressel. Can I hire you? Sure. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Deal done. So, talk NBA merchandise. Yeah. Brandon Snyder, Senior Vice President, Business Development, Warriors. I can't really tell. I can wear the Warriors. A new shirt every day, or just one for the entire playoffs that you wear for the entire playoffs?
So slight changes. We have different partners on the sleeve, and then for the finals, we've added the signatures of all the players on the back of the shirt. But besides that, we want to stay consistent with our brand, with the strength in numbers, which has been our slogan, came from our coach, Steve Kerr. So we've worn that every game for the playoffs.
Give me the elevator speech for the prolific increase in Warriors branding and merchandise. How do you measure it, and what are the measurements?
Well, for us, I mean, certainly there's revenue numbers you can point towards, and the business has grown about 10x over the last 2 years. But for us, it's the more important part is, you mentioned brand, is growing our brand. So we've become so popular with Steph Curry, with Draymond Green, with Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala over the last few years that we want to make sure that we've got as much gear as possible available for our fans. So that's really been the goal. It's hard to keep this stuff in stock. Yeah. There's a 6-month lead time in ordering jerseys. So the big thing for us has been making sure that we have enough merchandise to fulfill the demand from our fans.
The Curry numbers are astronomical. I see 581% since last year, and 453 for jersey sales, and 453 for merchandise year over year. Could be different numbers. Is that about right?
No, that is right. Steph Curry is the number one selling jersey in the NBA, certainly the most popular for us. So Curry's been great. And then one of the things for us is with the strength in numbers brand, we really play as a team. So Curry is the most popular jersey number-wise, but you can go on our website, Warriors.com, and buy any jersey for any player, any style, any size. We think that's been important to go in with that strength in numbers motif.
And the bottom line is the brand is just building. How do you take a brand, I know it's Joe Lacob, it's Peter Guber, but it's all the things that build up. How do you take the brand that played at the Cow Palace years ago that was a signal of basketball coming west, but for a while futility, and build it into this?
It's a good question. So you mentioned Joe Lacob, Peter Guber, and it starts with them. I mean, it starts with ownership. And then it goes down to Rick Welts, our president, Bob Myers, our general manager, Steve Kerr, our coach, and then our players. That's the product. And then for us on the business side, what we always talk about is trying to match the level of excellence that our players exhibit on the court, to do everything the right way, to create the best possible experience for our fans. And that's really what we focus on. We think, obviously the play on the court's the most important thing, but we want to make sure we do everything we can to create the best experience for our fans.
And the other issue about this, too, is it's a very competitive market. Joe and Peter are working toward a new billion-dollar arena in downtown San Francisco. How does it impact your business, and how does it impact your brand?
It's nothing but great for our business and our brands. For us, we're the Bay Area's team. So even though we play in Oakland right now, we have fans in San Francisco and San Jose, all over the Bay Area. So we see that continuing. Obviously having the new facility, right? Oracle Arena is great experience for the fans. Yeah. Once you're in your seat, it's the oldest building in the NBA. So as we move to a state-of-the-art facility in downtown San Francisco, all we see is everything growing. I mean, across the board, everything will grow, and we'll continue to build both on the court and off.
For the international audience, how international is your brand? The Rockets were big in China when Tracy McGrady and Yao Ming, obviously, and on and on and on. How do you intend to make the Warriors a global brand?
Well, I think it's already started. If you look at our social media following, Facebook, we have a ton of followers in Philippines. You mentioned China, Australia, Brazil, with players from both those countries. So we think that there's a huge opportunity internationally. And a lot of it, again, starts with the players. It starts with Steph Curry and the team that builds that interest worldwide. You mentioned Yao Ming, who was big in China, but you've had players like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and now Steph Curry that have kind of been the face of the NBA, which tends to create popularity internationally.
Brandon Schneider, Senior VP Business Development. What do the Warriors look like in 10 years?
Wow. If I could answer that question, I don't know if I'd be standing here right now.
No, you wouldn't, but give it the best shot.
You know what? But being in Silicon Valley where we are, I think that we owe it to our fans to be on the forefront from a technology standpoint. The new arena will obviously help from that standpoint. So I think you'll see things like virtual reality continue to grow. We want to continue to stay a step ahead as much as we can, so we continue to grow on the court and create the best experience for our fans off the court and internationally, as you mentioned.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Thanks, Frank.
Thanks. Really appreciate that.
Thanks.
Awesome. We're ready for Game 5 of the NBA Finals. That's what people are talking about. The economic impact here, well over $1 billion. The Bay Area, the Big Four sports bring this into a pantheon that nobody's ever seen. Game 1, the most watched, I'll bet today, rivals that. Mark Tatum tells us the NBA has never been better. domestically, internationally. We hear the broadcast in Italian. We can hear it in 46 other languages as well. That's also the beauty of the NBA, because there's no ceiling on revenue, because it can grow as fast as it possibly can. Regardless of how many NBA players end up in the Olympics, basketball is clearly an international game, and we're about to see Game 5. Rick Horrow, we'll see you next time.
Rick Horrow, sports professor. That was done as a Facebook Live. Reuters, again, thanking them profusely. It's the debut of a very long, prolific partnership between the two of them. It was the beginning of Game 5. It didn't work out very well for the Warriors, nor did Game 6. Let's see what happens in Game 7. But the winner clearly is the NBA, with average franchise values now pushing $1.5 billion. We'll talk about another sport, cricket, when we come back. Rick Horrow, sports professor. Be back in a couple of minutes.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number.
Call 877-499-MY-TV.
The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. So cancel the cable and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money.
Call 877-499-MY-TV.
Right now to sign up for packages starting as low as $24.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $24.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card.
Call 877-499-MY-TV. That's 877-499-MY-TV.
Cancel the cable, cut costs, and get more.
Call now, 877-499-MY-TV. That's 877-499-MY-TV.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 877-663-7126 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 877-663-7126 to take your call now. Call 877-663-7126. That's 877-663-7126. Again, 877-663-7126.
Rebuild or replace transmission, $3,200. Anti-lock brake system, $1,000. Rebuild or replace engine, $2,400. Truth is, once your manufacturer's warranty runs out, it's all on you. Every last cent. Get protection for covered repairs with a vehicle service contract from Toco Warranty. Unlike other companies, with Toco, there's no down payment, and the monthly payments are really affordable. Not sure how long you're keeping your car? At Toco, you can pay as you go. Keep your hard-earned cash and call Toco Warranty right now at 800-222-2313 to save big money on covered auto repairs. Prices vary by vehicle, but for about the cost of a tank of gas per month, a Toco plan has your back on expensive covered car repairs. Monthly payments are very affordable. Get your free quote now. Call Toco at 800-222-2313. That's 800-222-2313. 800-222-2313. Cancellation fee may apply, subject to eligibility. Not available in Missouri and Washington. Waiting period and deductible apply. Coverage provided and administered by Warrantech Corporation or its affiliates. Not affiliated with any manufacturer or dealership. Visit TocoWarranty.com for complete terms and conditions.
Rick Horrow, sports professor. Interesting perspective. We know this is not the biggest sport here. It certainly is in India and Pakistan. Peter Breen, head of PR and communications for the Caribbean Premier League, the league known as sport's greatest party, ripe with outstanding international talent. A South Florida tournament, the first meaningful pro cricket in America, setting the stage for introducing the game even more than just the shorter version in America, clearly heading into Olympics and other international sports. Peter Breen talking about a sport we should hear more about from a business perspective. Here he is.
We have international sports that, as we have said many times, comprise an over $1 trillion sports business. We have some that are very friendly to the United States and others that are very friendly the world over, and the United States is only recently acknowledging and then catching on. This would be that today. Cricket is immensely popular all over the world and becoming increasingly popular in the United States, and there are certain business efforts to try to change all that and increase its awareness and structure. Peter Breen, Vice President of Public Relations and Communications, I guess it's Director of the Caribbean Premier Cricket League. Hopefully I didn't butcher the title. I didn't butcher the name. The guy's calling live from Trinidad. Peter, how are you?
Great, thanks. It's the Hero Caribbean Premier League, and you can call me whatever you want. That's fine.
I will certainly call you a very successful businessman and representing a significant entity. And what you probably ought to do is, and it's an international audience, so some would understand very quickly and others may not. Give us the overall business structure of the league and the events and what people should expect.
Yeah, well, the Hero Caribbean Premier League, we're coming into the fourth year, and it starts on the 29th of June to the 7th of August. So with this year, we're playing 6 matches in Lauderhill in Central Broward Stadium in Florida, which is obviously a massive departure for the game of cricket globally, as well as for the Caribbean Premier League. So we're very, very proud of that. There's a lot of work that's been going on for the last number of months since we got approval from the International Cricket Council, who are the world governing body. So I suppose to give you a little bit of a background on cricket for viewers who are maybe not as familiar, it's the second largest in terms of participation and viewership. It's the second largest sport in the world. Last year at the ICC Cricket World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, the India-Pakistan game had 1.6 billion people watching it globally. Now, obviously, a massive audience coming out of India and Pakistan itself, but globally as well. So it's a massive league in the context of it's a massive sport in the context of overall global sport. And I suppose for the Caribbean Premier League itself, it's been going from strength to strength in recent years. The West Indies, who are the current World 2020 champions, that's the format that the game is played. It's roughly over 3.5 hours. Matches are played during the day and at night. And West Indies are the current World T20 champions. They won that title in India back in March. In addition to that, the women's team also won the women's version at the same tournament. And back in January, the under-19s won their Cricket World Cup in Bangladesh. So it's been a massive high for the last 6 months with the West Indies. And I suppose from a CPL perspective, we're extremely proud of the efforts of the team. We're very, very excited and geared up for this new departure, moving to America, because, look, there's a massive audience of not just subcontinent, but Afro-Caribbean markets from UK, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and right around the world, who are people who are second, third, fourth generation who've set up shop in America and now call it home, and I think have been probably starved of meaningful professional cricket. This is the first time that meaningful professional cricket league is going to be played in America. And you know, with global TV viewership last year of CPL of over 90 million globally, in addition to that, we'd over 300,000 spectators across our 6 islands as it was last year. And we've now got the 7th, as I mentioned, in Florida. And so it's onwards and upwards, and you know, we're confident that we'll bring the biggest and best party in sport, as the greatest party in sport as we're known, to America. It's something that will provide a unique sporting occasion, I think, for fans of sport, for fans of cricket, and just to engage, to bring that sense of Caribbean culture and fun and outstanding top quality cricket. Most importantly, we've got some of the best stars in the world playing from right around the world, from A.B. de Villiers in South Africa to Brendan McCullum in New Zealand and Kumar Sangakkara from Sri Lanka, and then Shane Watson from Australia. And these are all outstanding, internationally recognised stars of cricket, and especially of this format. And in addition to that, the West Indies team are full of talent themselves. So it's a massive development, and one we're very excited about.
Peter Breen, you can certainly hear his passion, ladies and gentlemen. And as an American, I infrequently get to ask a question from the perspective of, let's call it, an emerging nation in this context. Clearly, India, Pakistan, Australia, New Zealand, around the world, there are tremendous rivalries. How do you best build corporate television and fan support for an emerging audience, in this case, America?
Yeah, well, look, it's not just a case of you go in, you open the keys to the door, and you turn on the lights, and you expect people to come. It's not like that Kevin Costner film, Field of Dreams. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. But as I mentioned, there's a massive captive audience who are already engaged in cricket. As I said, last year there was a Masters Championship of players and legends of yesteryear who played around Houston, LA, and New York. But this is being played in a purpose-built, meaningful context as well. This is the last round of matches before the final starts, so there'll be valuable points up for grabs, and all 6 teams are going to be playing. So, we've been engaging across the American audience. We know there's a massive database. We're working very closely with the likes of the International Cricket Council, who would have given approval to the CPL to play matches in America. And globally, the ICC would also view America as the next possible land of opportunity for the growth of the game. Because of obviously the size of the population, because of the professional, outstanding manner in which they market and develop and grow sports, and because of the massive passionate culture there is for Americans to follow an entertaining sport. And I suppose in the context of what we're trying to achieve, it's not just about the cricket on the field, it's about the event around it. So as I mentioned, it's the biggest party in sport, it's entertainment, it's that Caribbean flavour, it's everything that you could possibly imagine about Caribbean culture. It's about integrating that into something that's going to be such a memorable 3.5 hours. We're playing matches on a Thursday night, a Friday night, and then double headers on a Saturday and Sunday.
Peter Breen, cricket guru, couple more questions. If you had a choice for the American audience, or let's say any startup audience and a well-established league, but startup in a certain context, which I think is here, would you want a prolific TV deal? Would you want the major sponsors, or would you want the fan support? I know you could say it's simultaneous, but what of those is most important to you?
Well, look, it's vital that we get full houses at these games in Central Broward Stadium. What we've seen already is that there's been a massive take-up from New York and Florida particularly, as well as people flying from the Caribbean. But we know there's massive pockets of subcontinent communities, Afro-Caribbean, across to Houston, over to LA and beyond, and right around the eastern, right down the eastern seaboard. So, look, we want fans at the games. We think that it's the kind of thing, because it's positioned and pitched at a very competitive rate. To be honest, it's quite cheap in the comparative to attending other USA events of top quality professional leagues. It's very generously priced, I think, and also. So when you mentioned in terms of TV deals, of course, we want more and more people looking, more and more people engaged in the sport. And then in terms of the corporate sponsorship, you would hope that, given the wide array of sponsors that are there, that they will be enticed to become engaged, that they will see probably this is a niche that maybe where there's huge opportunity for it, because as I mentioned, we've seen a massive growth up to 90 million on the global viewership last year. This huge proportion of that came from India. 2 of our teams are owned by Indian owners who actually own teams from the Indian Premier League. Indian Premier League, to give you context, is probably the biggest franchise league in the world, because, as we mentioned, the size of the population, but also there's massive money involved, and there's it's positioned around April, May, and and we would see ourselves up at the very top table of that, alongside maybe the Big Bash League, which is in Australia, around Christmas time. So we're very proud of that, and we see it as a process that's building every year. The tournament is building, it's growing. There's more and more fans, there's more and more companies who want to become involved, and it's onwards and upwards in that regard. And as I said, the next logical step, I think, is this moving to America, and we want it to succeed, and we're confident that it will. And who knows then? We've just got approval for this year, and let's see how that progresses, and let's hope that for many years to come, people in America, in mainland America, will have the opportunity to get to these games and to see outstanding flavour of Caribbean culture and cricket.
Final question, Peter Breen. What does the business of cricket internationally look like 10 years from now?
10 years from now, it's a good question. Certainly digital is going to play a massive role and continue to. We have a massive Facebook following. We've, over 1.2 million followers on Facebook. Our Instagram and Twitter feeds are growing all the time. And what we're trying to do through the likes of our app, the CPL T20 app, is we're trying to make sure that we're constantly engaging, not just with people this side of the world, but right around the world as well. So we're providing engaging content. We're looking for good, stimulating, fun content from our players and coaches when they get involved. They get that this is, it's the biggest party in sport. On the field, it's competitive, but off the field, it's very much something that it's a real privilege, I think, for players to play in this. And I'm not just saying it because I work for CPL, but I think if you were to ask some of the top players in the world, it's something they want to be part of. It's a massive bucket list tick in their careers, and many of them keep on coming back for more. And when we had the draft in February, there was a lot of disappointed players who didn't make the cut on this occasion. And it's so in 10 years' time, we would hope that we've got a thriving, vibrant team in America, that the sport is engaging the American public and global public, and we hopefully see that as we dovetail together. In addition to that, the media coverage and the corporate sponsorship will be not just the case of companies will invest and then and disappear. We want to engage when we try to engage with all of our partners, and that's right across media partnerships to corporate partnerships, to make sure that they're getting the very best out of the deal, because it is a unique product. And it's something that, time and time again, we've just announced a massive new deal with Hero Motorcore based out of India, who are the title sponsors. And that's a huge lift to have a company of that stature involved in our organisation. Again, that was an extension of the deal. And there's many other deals with global firms who want to be a part of this. And I think that's a massive vote of confidence before a ball is even bowled. And, so in 10 years' time, making sure that we're properly engaging with fans, making sure that we're keeping up with social and digital media trends, making sure that, that the quality of player continues to be enhanced, that we're developing West Indies cricket, because that's a massive remit that we're very proud of, that we're providing opportunities for local players to really pronounce themselves on the world stage, and also that we're attractive to either foreign investors or overseas players to want to come and be a part of this, because as I said, there's nothing like it, and I think fans who get down to Central Broward this 28th to the 31st of July will savour something really, really special, and something that they probably have never seen in American sports before.
All eyes of the international cricket world on Central Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Sports professor Rick Horrow. Cricket, basketball, they share a same common theme. Money, money, and more money. Clearly, you'll see a lot more of that in the coming years. Up with Bust, Boom, and Hope, coming up.
We all know healthcare has changed drastically. It's quite the puzzle to sort through your options and find a health insurance plan that's affordable and maximizes your benefits. And you're now required by law to have health insurance, or you may pay a tax penalty. So let the Health Markets Insurance Agency help you. They offer plans from over 120 different companies and can even help you obtain government subsidies. Let them do all the research for you and show you how affordable health insurance can be, a service that's at no extra cost to you. Call now and learn your options to find affordable health insurance. 800-614-1242. 800-614-1242. 800-614-1242. 800-614-1242. Health Markets Insurance Agency is a DBA or assumed name of Inspire Insurance Solutions, Inc., which is a licensed insurance agency in all 50 states and D.C. Not all agents are licensed to sell all products. Service availability varies by state.
Attention, if you've had hip replacement surgery and suffered any complications, you need to listen to this important legal alert. Major manufacturers have made billions of dollars available to award legal claims for defective hip implants. Thousands of these defective hip implants have been recalled by various manufacturers. If you've had hip surgery and suffered complications, you may be entitled to receive significant compensation to help you deal with your complications. You may be eligible to receive money to help with medical expenses, lost wages, bruises, and pain and suffering. Protect yourself by hiring an experienced trial attorney. Our partner law firms are experts in hip replacement surgery lawsuits. Find out now if you're eligible to receive any of the $2.5 billion hip settlement fund. Call now for free information. 800-296-1360. 800-296-1360. 800-296-1360. That's 800-296-1360.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 877-663-7126 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 877-663-7126 to take your call now. Call 877-663-7126. That's 877-663-7126. Again, 877-663-7126.
Sports professor Rick Horrow, bust, boom, and hope. The bad, the good, and the hopeful in the sports business economy. Here we go. Bust. Well, in the wake of the largest mass shooting in U.S. history, Orlando sports teams partnering with the city of Orlando to sell shirts benefiting the victims. According to the Sentinel, Orlando Sentinel, the Magic, Orlando City SC, the Pride, the Solar Bears, the Predators sell T-shirts with the slogan #Orlando United and a rainbow heart printed on it. The bust is for the event. Clearly the response is way beyond good. Boom! NHL Executive Committee selected Vegas as the next expansion market, recommending that the league's Board of Governors approve the move in its upcoming meeting, according to the Las Vegas Journal. In order to have the expansion approved, 2/3 of the NHL's 30 owners have to vote yes. And if given the green light, Vegas would become the 31st team in the league, bringing the Western Conference into a higher to 15 teams compared to the Eastern Conference's 16. Fidelity National Financial Chair Bill Foley, behind the Vegas expansion effort, said he'd pay the $500 million expansion fee required to join the league. The Vegas club would begin play in 17-18 in the brand new T-Mobile Arena. And finally, hope. Prior to the U.S. Open kicking off at Oakmont this past weekend in Pittsburgh, a few key golfers rearranged their sponsorship portfolio. Ricky Fowler added an endorsement with Mercedes-Benz, wearing the automaker's logo for the first time at the 116th Open. Fowler joins Martin Keimer and Bernard Langer as Mercedes-Benz official brand ambassadors. Justin Rose made a significant endorsement decision, switching his on-course apparel brand from TaylorMade to Adidas Golf ahead of the tournament. The world's number 10 ranked golfer, been a longtime brand ambassador for TaylorMade, but now not only wearing Adidas, also going to be involved in the product development for the Adidas Golf apparel group. There is no stability in the industry because people staying still means leaving behind. And certainly the golfers who generate the important endorsements need to get out there and make as much money as they can, regardless of where they finish in the tournament. That's it for today. Thanks, Mark Tatum. Thanks to all the NBA folks that made the Facebook Reuters broadcast a reality. Thanks to Peter Breen for cricket. And thanks to you for listening. And watch and listen once again next week. Big show when we go Beyond the Scoreboard.